Welcome to episode 3 of the Digital Soapbox, brought by Strategy Plus and myself, Dan Ricardo. And I thought I would talk about something that we come across quite regularly within the industry, and that's kind of reporting and stats and how they're used by agencies sometimes to make things look a little bit better than they actually are, shall we say. So what we try and do is always try and focus on the actual real return on investment, how many conversions, leads and sales you're getting, rather than just traffic, impressions and reach and all the rest of it. So today we're just going to talk about SEO and how an agency might show you some stats which give you the impression they're doing really, really well. So here I'm just giving you a filtered view of our own website. So I'm not going to give you any insight into anybody else's website apart from our own. So if I'm looking, this is organic traffic, last 30 days compared to the same period last year. And that's what agencies should really be doing, is focusing year on year, because obviously the seasonal changes probably, as well as the previous few months. So you can see that our website has got an increase of 40% of visits over the space of over the 12-month comparison. So which is fantastic, really. But if you look a little bit deeper, I think if you have a look at, say, the behaviour and the pages that people are going to, what are the popular pages, you might find a little bit more detail. So it's definitely important for you to have a look at the analytics yourself, or to make sure that your agency is providing real in-depth analysis of all the stats available. So if you have a look at the pages that people are going on, you can see a big increase on a particular page on our website, ASOS-e-commerce, and that's gone up by 492%. So it's gone up from 117 to 693. So if you go to that web page, you will see that it's a blog about ASOS potentially opening up a kind of actual retail outlet store, bricks and mortar, rather than just an online presence. So that was just a blog that we created at the time when it was topical, and it turns out they weren't opening one in the end, and we just gave an opinion as to whether they should, or whether it was a bad or a good idea, and also about clicks and bricks and the strategy behind it. So that's what we were trying to get across. But if you have a look at Google Search Console, it will also show you the pages that people are going to. Again, so ASOS there. And then if you have a look at queries, and again, agencies might show you these figures about the search traffic going up and the impressions going up and all the rest of it, which is fantastic. However, one of the issues we face now is that people are finding that blog, and it's actually generating quite a lot of traffic by people looking for ASOS stores. Now that isn't traffic that we need or want, and it might actually do harm for our website, because of the bounce rate is going to be probably pretty high, because the people searching for that aren't really looking for an analysis about clicks and bricks and whether or not ASOS should open a store. They're actually looking to see whether or not ASOS have a store that they can visit. So Google shouldn't really be presenting that as a relevant result, but they are, and therefore it's generating a lot of traffic through to our site, and it's wasted traffic. So what I suggest really is everybody has more of an in-depth look into your analytics to see which pages are generating the traffic, what search queries people are going for, and whether or not those are search queries of real potential buyers of yours, whether it's wasted traffic. It's quite easy to get traffic through to your site, whether or not it's the right traffic or not. So I really suggest that you look into Google Search Console and Google Analytics yourself. Don't just rely on your agency to provide a fancy looking report at the end of the month. Okay, hopefully that gives you some ideas and insight what to have a look at going forward.